everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Comics with Callaway, and today we're just going to do a quick video of the May 2020 comic solicitations for DC Comics that they've just released on Newsarama. Straight off the bat, we got Dark Knight's Death Metal #1 by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. This is the sequel to their Dark Knight Metal event that was a huge success a couple of years ago, and this is correct me if I'm wrong, but this is going to be the event that leads into the 5G initiative and things like that, when DC is just going to go down the tubes. I'm not really a Snyder fan myself. I read a couple of his Justice League, and that just wasn't for me. He's a good writer, you can't deny that, and he's a big name and big draw for DC, but he's just not really my thing. But nevertheless, he's still a good writer. So him and Capullo done the Dark Batman Last Night on Earth in the previous Metal event, and I think this will be a success, and this is going to lead into the 5G that no one's looking forward to. And then here we've got Generation 1. March towards DC's future begins here by an all-star team of writers and artists. In May, DC launches a series of special one-shots that detail the history of DC Universe, starting with the debut of Wonder Woman. So I'm guessing these are the books that are going to go through this new 5G timeline that the brainchild of Dan Didio. How he still has a job at DC has got me confused. Ever since he's come to DC, he's just a crisis event after crisis event after crisis event. Every event, the world is in jeopardy, and it's just getting old. And just Dan Didio with his dark and depressing and twisted visions for what he thinks DC should be. Time and time again, he proves that he has no idea what DC is all about. He shouldn't be there. They should give it back to Johns. I'm not sure if Johns wants it. He's doing his thing in Hollywood now, so they should give it to someone like Jurgens or Tomasi or Venditti to have a crack at running the DC universe. They do a much better job than what Didio and Jim Lee are doing. So this is going to be the one-shots, and then this will lead into 5G along with the Dark Knight's Death Metal. So this will be a big jumping off point, I think, for a lot of readers, and I'm not sure if DC is going to be able to recover from it, especially with Bendis at the helm and his terrible writing, and he's got so much. I think someone was saying today he's got like control over 30% of DC's books or something, and it's just awful. So then we got Batman Adventures Continue #1 by Paul Dini and Alan Burnett. And then we got another Green Lantern. So not another Green Lantern, but another 80th anniversary 100-page issue. Jeff Johns, Mariko Tamaki, SJW, crazy there. Peter Tomasi, that'll be a good story. Jeff Lemire, Robert Venditti, that'll be a good story. Cena Grace, my gosh, no way. Tinian probably would be a good story. Ivan Rice, love his art. Be good to see that. And then the list of the other artists. So that'd be a good book. Some of the stories are just crap, but the Jeff Johns Green Lantern, James Tinian Green Lantern, Robert Venditti's Green Lantern run back a couple of years ago was really, really good. So if you can justify the price, if it says the price here, $9.99 US, so that'll be probably $25 here in Australia. So I think I'll be skipping that one. That's not worth it. Batman 94, Batman 95, James Tinian continues his run. Just give a quick read here. The designers machination. Sorry, that's a tongue twister. The designers' machinations have left Batman's life in tatters. Gotham City's ambitious rebuilding has skidded to a halt as new powers are rising to shape its destiny, and Batman is powerless to stop them. With no Alfred or Bat family to lean on, the Dark Knight stands alone. So, yeah. I've been reading the Tinian Batman. It's a bit too techie for me. I'd rather him just be the detective, but again, there's no, like here in Australia, comic books average, but for a $3.99 American book works out to be, depending on where you get them in Australia, anywhere from $8 to $10 or $11, depending on the shop and the location. So the way I look at it is, it's hard to justify that much money for this Tinian Batman run, even though it has been a lot better than King's. Still not the best, but I don't. I don't see any point in myself. I'm like buying it because you get, what do we get? 15 issues, and then it's just going to go to this new 5G, and we're going to get a Black Batman Batwing or whatever it was with Lucius Fox. So to me, there's no point. I don't justify buying it when it's just going to run out, and then we're going to get this whole new crap from Dan Didio and Bendis and all that. This new 5G. So Tinian's run is good, but it's a bit too relies on technology for me. I don't really enjoy that. It's a bit, yeah. That's my opinion on it. But it is good reading. But again, once you get to the 100th issue, we're going to be disappointed because then we're getting the new 5G crap. So, Batman Smile Killer by Jeff Lemire. The Dreaming, I'm not sure, I haven't heard this. Waking Hours by G. Willow Wilson, no thank you. Yeah, no, definitely won't be buying that one, and I'm not sure if many people will either. Event Leviathan Checkmate number 2. God, no thank you. Bendis' Leviathan event is just boring, and it was just Bendis babble, so won't be getting this one. Something about Leviathan's rise to power doesn't make sense. How did the organisation get so big and so powerful so fast? How did Leviathan gather so many acolytes to its cause so quickly? As Checkmate digs deeper into Leviathan's inner workings, what they find is a mountain of lies that could impact the entire world. Checkmate's only resource is to infiltrate Leviathan, but once these unlikely allies, the Question, Green Arrow, Lois Lane, Manhunter, and Talia al Ghul, go undercover, they are officially not on our side. From the award-winning creators that bought you the last year's Potboiler Event Leviathan. Oh gosh. No, that's just, yeah. No one liked the Event Leviathan. It was awful. So that's that one. DC Superhero Girls, Amanda Dibert, never heard of her. Man-Bat number 1, that might be interesting. For years, Kirk Langson has struggled with his monstrous alter ego Man-Bat and the serum that transformed him, but he's finally hit rock bottom following a devastating setback, and he's going to take his anger out on every single citizen in Gotham City. Will the combined might of Batman and the GCPD be enough to stop Langstrom once and for all? DC's very reliant on Batman lately, isn't it? Aren't they? Everything's Batman, or Batman family. A lot of Batman books. Manhunter's The Secret History, number 1. Mark Andrego. Strange Adventures, number 3 by Tom King. I'm not sure if any, yeah. Don't think I'll be reading that one. Action Comics, no thank you. Definitely not. I stopped reading that after 1004. When Superman and Lois started having the sex scenes and Lois was calling Clark baby, that was just out of character. And yeah, this is the one that really hurts me. Aquaman. He's my all-time favorite. I loved Aquaman, read all the old stuff. But Kelly Sue DeConnick and Don't Buy My Books If You Don't Love My Politics. Has really wrecked everything. She writes the latest issue with Cole Higgins was a lot better than what in one issue was so much better than what Kelly Sue has done since issue 43 she took over. And from taking over on issue 43, every issue, I think basically, apart from probably the first couple, she's lost sales every issue. Her last issue, I think Higgins was 56, Kelly Sue DeConnick's 55. Couldn't was only shipping 17,000 books. So Aquaman the movie made over $1 billion, and Dan Abnett left Aquaman reboot set up very well, and apart from having to end it with the amnesia thing, just so Kelly Sue could start it easily, so she didn't have to read any of the other books. She's just destroyed it, and I think I read two of it. I think I read 44, 43, 43, 44, 45, and that was it for me. I refuse to let her ruin the character anymore for me, and I'm not going to give her money when she doesn't respect anything and just fills it with a man-hating feminist agendas. So this one really hurts me because I love Aquaman, but since Rebirth ended, I'm not buying any DC books other than the Batman and the Outsiders, and a couple I've just got to review, but that's it. Batgirl 47, Cecil Castellucci. How she still has a job has got me baffled. Her god awful Me Too feminist New Gods just was the worst miniseries ever to be written. Darkseid getting Me Too'd and all that, just crap. How she still has a job, I have no idea, but Batgirl was probably, I was hearing good things about Batgirl, and then she takes over, and no, thank you. I am reading Batman and the Outsiders purely because of Brian Hill. I read his Marvel Killmonger miniseries and the latest 2019 the Image Cyberforce run, I think 11 issues, and loved his writing, and that's the only reason I was reading Batman and the Outsiders, because I could get on from number one, and I've just continued it. But until when the 5G comes, I'll be dropping that as well. So I went from reading 10 DC books a month at Rebirth to now I'm only getting one, and it's only because of the writer. Just because Brian Hill's nice on social media, he's nice to fans, and he respects the characters, and he's someone you want to support, because if the industry is going to survive, it needs writers like Brian Hill. So that's the only book that I'm getting, that I'm reading. Batman Beyond, I haven't read any of that, but Dan Jurgens is really good. His Superman run was amazing. Batman's Grave, I haven't read any of that. I have heard some good things about it. Batman's Secret Files, I don't think I'll be reading that. And it's got the diversity hires here, Vita Ayala and Mariko Tamaki. You know why they're hired, it's just because of diversity. Women and LGBT, so no thank you. Batman Superman, I haven't read any of them, but I've heard Joshua Williamson is writing a good Superman and a good Batman in this, so I'm sure that'll keep going really good. Catwoman 23, this is the one that I might pick up because it's got Sean Murphy, and this is the one with Blake Northcott coming back. I think everybody thought that she was going to be doing like a Black Label Elseworld story, but she's coming on to Catwoman. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but this was the one that Joelle Jones was writing and drawing that was doing really well. So I'll be interested to see how it does with Blake Northcott and Sean Gordon Murphy writing it. So I might pick that one up. We'll wait and see. Detective Comics 1023, Peter J. Tomasi. I've read a couple of his issues. They were really good. He is a good writer. Peter Tomasi's Superman was awesome. He is someone that I think Dan Didio, if they can't get Johns, give Tomasi and Jurgens control of DC, and I think you'll find DC will be able to get out of the slump that they're in. But until that happens, nothing's going to change. But Peter Tomasi, hearing good things about his detective run. The Flash, I'm hearing good things about him. I haven't been reading that. I read I read a lot of Rebirth, but I didn't read much of the Flash. I read up to, I think, issue 20 of the Flash on Rebirth, and then I went traveling, and I didn't pick up as many issues as I wanted to, so I thought I'd stop reading the Flash. But from what I'm hearing, he's been doing good work. Joshua Williamson, Flash 76, Genlock, not reading any of that. Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing, Green Lantern season 2, Grant Morrison back after the little hiatus after season 1. I think this will be good. His Green Lantern run was pretty good. I read a couple of issues and everybody was talking about it. Harley Quinn, this is very sad. They've just turned her into a rip-off feminist Deadpool with, was it Mark Russell wrote that, I think, issue 46 with the Cat issue taken on Comicsgate, all the hidden agendas. Yeah, they've just destroyed Harley Quinn with the movies, and just there's so much Harley Quinn and Joker books coming out. It's just, they've turned her into a feminist Deadpool. Hawkman, I haven't read any of this, but I have watched a lot of Ash on Comics YouTube channel. Shout out to Ash on Comics. He's been reading that and he's been praising it a lot, so I think that's pretty good. If you want to know more about Robert Venditti's Hawkman, go check out Ash on Comics Hawkman videos. Here we got Justice League Dark number 23, Justice League 46, Robert Venditti. I did read his first issue 40. It was pretty good. Taken over from Scott Snyder. It was a good issue. Justice League 47 by Robert Venditti again. Justice League Odyssey 21. I haven't read any of that. Dan Abnett, I do like him as a writer. It'd be pretty good. Legion of Superheroes, This Awful Mess by Brian Michael Bendis. Who wants to read that? Brian Michael Bendis is just, oh god, no thanks. This Lois Lane Awful miniseries by Greg Rucka. Looney Tunes. Metal Men, no thanks, I won't read anything with Didio's name on it. Jurgens on Nightwing. I have heard that that's picking up again now that he's going back to Nightwing, not that stupid amnesia thing. Robin Hood number 46. Sorry, not Robin Hood. Red Hood Outlaw by Scott Lobdell. Jeff Johns Shazam. Suicide Squad. God no. I've seen the previews for the first ones, and after you hear Tom Taylor's Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and stuff, no thanks. And I'm an Aussie and I won't support Tom Taylor. He's an Aussie and all he cares about is how bad Trump is. Jesus. We got more problems to worry about than Trump. Supergirl 42 by Jody Hauser. Brian Michael Bendis Superman 23. I don't think anybody's reading that anymore. Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. Teen Titans 42. The Terrifics. Wonder Woman. Yeah, now we're just getting down into the boring stuff. Constantine, Lucifer, Green Lantern. This is all facsimiles, and now we get down to trades. Aquaman Giant number 4. I think Tom Taylor's writing that. No thanks. And anyway, that's it, guys. Just wanted to sort of give a run through of some of DC's books coming out in May. Let me know what you guys think, and if there's any writers that you think I should have a look at or check out, any good writers, give me all your opinions in the comments, things like that. And thanks guys, thanks for watching. Please be sure like and subscribe to the channel, share this video, help get the name out there and attract views to the channel and help me grow. So thanks guys, much appreciated.